Hello Tubesters, it's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. It's really just to wish you all a happy Christmas, really. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I believe that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Uh, no, I just wanted to thank you all for the support that you've shown me over the last 12 months, and for a lot of you for, it feels like centuries, doesn't it? Especially to you guys that have to go through these videos. I just wanted to thank you all so very much for your kind words, the likes, the comments. Obviously, as tubesters, we've all got a nice little community going on here. I believe we just pop in and out as like I always say, my videos aren't for everybody. There'll be people like to pick and choose. They might like Napoleonic figures, but they don't like anything else. Guys that might like car models. I do my best for the car models. Do my best as if you've seen any for a long time. But it comes and goes. But what I'm saying is people pick and choose, like pick and mix sweets, isn't it? And there's some people that drop a comment down to nearly everything I do, and to all of you, thank you very much. It's really appreciated. As I say, I'm not out to try and build an empire. I'm not trying to, I say shake you down for money. That doesn't sound right, does it? Because I've got a lot of good marrows that are financially invested in this type of thing as well. So and I know they don't shake people down. Yeah, this is me using the wrong words and digging himself in deeper every minute. I just meant, I'm not out for anything, but I do get a heck of a lot of support, and a lot of support from behind the scenes of some people don't want to be mentioned, others do. I'm not going to mention people because, as always, I will leave people out. You know who you are. I'll try and reciprocate where I can. In fact, Paul from Plastic Monkey channel, I have got some bits and bobs for you, but they're a bit big and bulky and heavy, and I can't afford the postage. I'm hoping to get down to Devon soon, as in, the winter, as in, January, February. I don't know, because I'm also hoping to, I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm hoping to have another pop. The working cockers, they're my thing, type of thing, my pops. I've lost Archie 5 months ago, and Barkley, well, I can't believe it's almost coming up for 6 years now. Hence the flowers and stuff up there. It's their little boxes. I've been getting worse with my head since we've lost Archie, and it was because he passed away with dementia over about 9 months, and we looked after him every second of the day. That wore us both down as well, and me, obviously, I've got to be really careful because I'll end up doing something stupid or whatever, but I have been getting worse and worse literally every week. The videos haven't been coming up as much, although to be fair, there's been different reasons for that as well. But we spoke about it, and I said at first for months after Archie, I didn't want another pop, just because I didn't think I'd got the capacity left in my head to deal with saying goodbye to the two lads and having to nurse them the way we did. Which, under the vet's supervision, they said, we didn't hang on to both my boys just out of sentimentality and made them suffer. It was, the vets were fine with what we were doing, but it's really knocked me for six, and I can relate better to my pops than I can to people. I'm not trying to put any of you guys off. I just mean I struggle with people. I struggle with lots of, like Telford, it'll wipe me out for I didn't go this year, but Telford normally wipes me out for 2, and when I say wipes me out, my head's spanned for about 2 weeks afterwards. And without having one of the little fellas around, I just it's really hard. So we decided we're going to have another pup, another working cocker. I'm going to train him to work. He's going to be a boy. I've even got a name. I'm not going to go into that yet until I've got him. I haven't put a name down for anything. We'll go looking proper. I'm looking all the time, but I've got a birthday coming up, and the wife's take me to Harry Potter World. So nobody would look after the little fella. So we're going to start looking after that, and so yeah, that's something that's come up. So I have got some stuff for you, Paul. It's just trying to get it to you, to be honest with you. I'm trying to have to work that one out, but I have got one of the wife's sisters lives in Torquay. Not that I've been down there for years and years, but we will get, somehow we will, if I can't, we will send it to you. It's just a bits and pieces, and I think you'll enjoy them. So yeah, there's lots of stuff that digressed already. I wasn't even going to mention the pop. Never mind. Yeah, it's been hard. I've been slogging away at the bench. I'll just pick one up because I'm not finished yet. But the lancers, I made the lances myself and the little pennants. And apart from drilling out some bits and pieces, that's all I had to do with that. That's the second regiment for the client. I've got these will be finished probably tomorrow, and I've got 6 more, and then that regiment. Well, I say finished. I haven't based the first regiment yet, but they'll be once they're painted. They're done for me. The basing is quite straightforward to do, isn't it? And I've got 1 more regiment to do after that, which I believe, apart from again drilling the front of the reins out and cleaning any clag, as I call it, metal that shouldn't be in places. Apart from cleaning that out, I'll be ready to go. So I've also been painting. I have had these plastic Bavarians on my desk, covered up partially, for a year. Is it? When I run out of steam on those, it's head problems. You see, unless you got it, you'll never get it. But it makes me wonder. Wonder, as in like a butterfly. I know everybody has a butterfly syndrome, but Gav, believe me, has it on steroids. I'm getting around to finishing those. These were all grey a few days ago, so I'll spend a few hours at the end of the night doing that. I've also finished painting, but we've got such stinking weather at the moment. I've not been able to do anything with the airbrush because the windows. I always have the windows open. I've got a pretty lousy air spraying booth, but it's not very good. But I always have the windows open, even if I'm spraying acrylics. It's atomised paint at the end of the day. I don't want to be breathing it in. But NVA, 3 NVA guys, I mean, obviously no bases on those yet because they're waiting for their first. What I normally do with the figures is give them a first airbrush of a varnish coat, or clear coat, whatever you want to call it, and then do a second coat once they're on the bases. The first coat is mainly if I have to handle them, although I do usually use plastic rubber gloves to do that. So that's that. I've worked on sporadically Black Rover. I'm going to be doing her. She's been out. You won't notice the bits that have been added on, like that Toro gate at the back there, Japanese Toro gate. It will be a platform when it's finished today. But yeah, and I've cut open decks and stuff like that. I won't go into deep in that because I'd like that to be a separate video, probably at the end of the week. My 2 little 15mm tanks, if you remember, the Beatles sent me, not those Beatles, sent me a box of 15mm Flames of War, more or less, tanks. I've got 2 somewhere under that Ukrainian flag up there that I've just set up. They're waiting to have a proper spray on those, acrylic paint, probably put some AK or some Vallejo on them. But again, the weather's been that lousy. We did go through a spell, which is rare of late, of being really crispy cold, frost, some snow and stuff. And now we've gone from, then it warmed up a bit. Now we've got the 90 mile an hour wind. Well, 90 mile an hour is pushing it, probably is at the coast. But we have had like gusts of like 50, 60 mile an hour. Now I know a lot of places, like in the States, Canada or whatever, that's benign. That's what we're worried about, Gav. Absolutely, I get that. But for the UK, it's a lot. And to use your airbrush and stuff. It's just, so I'm just treading water with those at the moment. I think that's about everything that I've actually got. I haven't done any more with the dragon figure. He's under a plastic bag over there. He's only got to have the 42 done. I've literally got, you're going to have a lot of figures. I tried the Oiran bust on this plinth, and it was speculative because I just thought, oh, black resin, it looked nice on that. Unfortunately, I would need to drill out all under the bottom again. Well, she's all painted. She's got the masks holding them, these, like, no, is it the no play masks or whatever? Anyway, she got it's dainty, and I'm just going to wreck it if I start drilling. So I've already got a drilled, and there's a brass mounting plinth that I've put in there. So I'm now going to have to wait till the new year when I buy all my wooden plinths. I've literally got 1, 2, 3. I've got 2 busts and 3 figures at least that are waiting for painted and are waiting for plinths that you haven't seen. So I haven't gone off the boil with those. I've just gone off the boil buying the plinths because I keep going, oh no, that's going to cost me like about 80 odd quid for a, you know, a group of plinths. So yeah, just have to wait for that one. So I'm trying to, I was going to finish off a load of the Epic I've got partially painted, and I need one more regiment to do the French. Now these are just to sell. I haven't done those because I'm doing the commission, and I'm not going to start taking away time for that because that should be finished hopefully the end of January. So they're just waiting there till that's cleared out of the way, and then I'll finally get those done. But you can see with the pup coming, we've got nearly all that we need. I mean, obviously it's horrible, sad. I've got the beds, and we've got everything because we kept everything. Needs a new water dish stand, and because that one was quite rusty. But what I want to do with this is I'm even having to buy, not the expensive ones, I'm buying some cheap poppy panels off eBay to make a little bit on. We've got 2 little tiny pieces, classic British postage stamp garden, and it's really a pup garden. There's not a lot in there because they wreck it if you have it. So I'm going to make a little pop run at the side. And I'm thinking of doing his own little channel where we go from showing you how we're going with our training, and just out and about, but mainly with our training. And I thought we'd have some rambles like this, but reminiscences on working the pups in the field that I did and stuff. So I might do that as a I'm looking at my photographs I've got of my lads on the wall here in front of me, and I've got some videos of them. But not a lot, you know, and especially at Barclay, they were more like small little, because in the days of, we had one of those cameras that could shoot very small video segments. So yeah, I might do a channel, a little vlog series of us going from, you know, a little tiny chap to, obviously, as we go along. We'll see. That's just something I'm thinking of doing. But yeah, so I'll train him in it. See, we're going on already about the pop. I haven't even got the pop. I don't even know what colour I'm having, whatever. I've said I'll have whatever's I think is a nice pop available. Working cockers are like jelly babies. That's a sweet over here. They come in like a gummy type sweet, but they have like literally loads of colours, and we often say, you know, all the colours of jelly babies. Well, that's what cockers have. I haven't seen any green or orange ones, I must admit, but yeah, so I've got a fair bit on the go, and I will be putting a couple more videos up of, like the MVA figures. There's no point putting them up until they've been put on bases, and until this storm front moves out of the way, which is I think tomorrow. I can't do the 15mm tanks. You know, there's not a lot to do. Ferret, I have been working on the ferret, and I've got as far as anything that I could glue together that doesn't need painting first, if that makes sense, is done. It's again just waiting. I wanted to paint bits of the ferret when I'm doing the 15mm tanks, and the varnish for the figures. So I always put the varnish on first. So I always think, I mean, I do clean the airbrush out, but I just always have this nightmare. I've never done it, but I could just see either forgetting or there's some gob of black paint or something that hasn't been cleaned out properly, and I think I'm spraying complete, clear varnish on, and clear coat, what do you want to call it, and I end up with, bits of black, brown, whatever, all over the figures. So yeah, rambling along. I just want to put this video up because wife's out visiting her mum, so I've literally got a quiet day. That's why you don't see many face-to cameras anymore, because she works from home, and she's even doing so much work in the evenings as well now. I'm not getting a chance to make a video if you never wanted one, so that's why you're getting these quick, which you guys would prefer, I'm quite sure, but the quick, overhead ones, and that's it. So wish you all a Merry Christmas. Obviously the video is going to keep coming all the way through the Christmas period anyway. I'm not going to do the happy, I know they do it on the Christmas cards, we'll do over here, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I won't wish you that, obviously, Happy New Year yet, but enjoy your Christmas time. I hope Santa brings you all that you want. As it's this channel, you guys will be wanting anywhere from figures to model kits. Gav just wants a pup for Christmas. But I'm not allowed one until early January. See, I'm a bit more sparky now, because I'll just, it's picked me up knowing I've got all these ideas, what we're going to train in. When they're little tiny chaps, you can get a rolled up sock and get him retrieving on that first along the landing here where it's got some carpet, and yeah, and then we'll be in the garden in our little puppy training area, and then once he's finally ready for the big outside world, we'll be doing some over our local common, and I'll be filming that as well. So you can more or less say there will be a new channel going up with the pup. But yeah, look after yourselves. Thank you very, very much for all the support this year. It's been a horrendous year for some people, and you all know who you are. I'm not going to start mentioning names, but there's people that I'm in contact with that haven't got channels, that are what I call tubesters. They're still part of this community. I always say that people, just because you have not got a channel and you don't make content, if you're putting comments down on my vids, you're one of my tubesters. You're part of my own community, if that makes sense. We don't have to have a stamp on it saying community. You're just my marras, and you turn up, and it's great to, as I say, I don't get out, and I get out even less without obviously one of the pups to go and train and walk and work and whatever. So it's nice that I can be part of, like just the comments are just brilliant, as I say, and that's not me fishing for comments. It's nice to be able to interact with people, because obviously generally have the same interests. So thanks. So look after yourselves. There'll be as I say, video coming up on the Lancers that I'm doing, the Berg Lancers. I won't do a video. I might do a video on when I finally finish these Bavarians, which will be probably at the end of the week. It's supposed to be the end of this week. There'll definitely be one on the Black Rover, but I want to do all the davits for the lifeboats and stuff. There won't be any lifeboats on them at the moment, because I'll just flick them off as I'm working. So I have got the metal ones for those, but as Black Rover, my Black Rover is morphed slightly in scale, I'll probably have to make my own. And they're those covered. She started out with whale boats, the ones that you just like rode, and now she's ended up with one that she had before. Well, she's gone to razor blades now, but her and her sister were the last two, and they had the orange life, the encased ones. I think they've even got little engines on them. So if anybody's bothered. Oh well, I'll get you liking ships one day. So yeah, again, thanks for everything, and we'll be back with some more videos this week, and into the new year, and let's see what the new year brings. Hopefully a little chap causing absolute chaos in this room, because he'll have his bed in here with me, and he'll be chewing everything in sight. I know a few of the model boxes I've got down there are going to have to be moved before they are shredded. So anyway, look after yourselves, and we'll speak soon.